Music legend Tony Bennett gave his last public performance in the summer of 21 at the age of 95, all while battling Alzheimer's.
So how is it with those with Alzheimer's can still remember music? Our senior health correspondent, Monica Robbins, spoke with Bennett's daughter and a neurologist for answers.
Fascinating rhythm, you got me on a go. Fascinating rhythm.
Antonia Bennett's life is the great American songbook. She's an acclaimed jazz singer and learned from the legends, including her father, Tony Bennett.
I don't care, my love waits there.
In 2015, doctors diagnosed Bennett with Alzheimer's disease. His daughter knew something was off months earlier.
I started to realize when we would talk about events in our mutual life together, and he would erase like big portions of it or kind of make his own story about it. And I started to realize that maybe this wasn't quite so normal.
As his disease progressed, his vocabulary seemed to diminish. He became quiet, but able to hide it well.
He's so good at going with the flow, and I really attribute that to what it is that he does for a living. He's a musician, he's been traveling for years, and he just shows up, he's so professional.
And his brain didn't forget the music. When his piano player comes over, it's like a switch flips.
A couple days a week, he comes over, runs the show with him, and they go over songs, and you know, when he's prompted, he does what he's asked.
Music therapists at memory programs such as Menorah Park see that music often lights up the eyes and brains of residents. There's a reason.
If you get to the level of professional performance, you have expanded the allocation of brain to that performance and built new connections with other areas, with hearing, with speech, with attention to the cues.
Dr. Duffy says it's not just music. If someone is repeatedly doing the same task for years, including when the memory begins to decline, the skill set may be the last to go.
If music is your thing, do music. If art is your thing, do art. If carpentry is your thing, do carpentry. Or if books, stick with it. So stick with what you like. As you get older, that's your opportunity because it is good for your brain.
I think it's good to keep your loved ones in a routine. I think that helps, and to just accept whatever stage they're at and take the good and try to focus on those.
Antonia's actually taken some music therapy classes because of what she's witnessed with her father. Her advice to other families dealing with this devastating diagnosis?
Being present in the moment, yes. That's really important. I think for any of us at any stage of our life, that's really important because you never know what's going to happen, how things can change, and you got to take the good for what it is.
We met Antonia when she came to Cleveland for the Shining Star Clee singing competition that raises money for Menorah Park's memory care services, including providing music therapy for residents.
It's an amazing story, to say the least. Let me ask you something, though. Is music an actual treatment?
You know what? It's a very powerful tool. And according to the Alzheimer's Association, music may reduce agitation and improve behavioral issues common in the middle stages of the disease. And even in the late stages, a person may be able to tap a beat or sing lyrics to a favorite song. Music provides a connection even after verbal communication fades. And as Dr. Duffy said, likely because it uses several parts of the brain at once.
Fascinating. Monica Robbins, thank you.
Sure.